But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. The Steelers had 7-4 on the year. And they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
He'll try and do this himself, and he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he returns this to the 22. looking to put a drive together.
Hey, let's go. Hey, tomato. Hey, kill.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Hey, same right. It's a hunt.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's one way, and a good way, to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At their own 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Finding space at the 40. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
All right, let's go. Son, this side's hot.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Red on red. Hey, circle, 11.
In motion right, that's Williams. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Rodgers' numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. But graduated the Naval Academy, and back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
Hey, great job. Circle, hot. 11, Agate.
Now Lawrence to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
The give now to Abanikanda. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Let's go now.
Abanikanda once again. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now Lawrence. He's got this to Williams, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
24. Hey, Soko, high. 30 left. Go, let's go. Go win.
Here's Lawrence. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now 2nd and 3. Up the middle, Achane. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Hey, easy, route. Son, that's like
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Hey, kill. Red on red.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
11. Hey, lie. Take right open.
Now Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, let's go. Hey, 30 left.
Lawrence will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
3rd down and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Go.
He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3.
Take right open.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running back's trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On first down, back to Achane.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Second down and 8.
Defense 24. Go.
Lawrence.
hits him in stride. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Hey, easy, Ralph. Hey, Phil, here we go.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 46-yard line.
Same right.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Hey.
Now a toss right side. Achane with it.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run. Achane.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Easy, read it.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around. So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Hey, run. Turn. This is hot.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and
second and a couple.
34-yard line.
On the handoff, Abanikanda.
And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go. Here we go.
3rd down. Here's Abanikanda.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And they'll go again with Abanikanda.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll run it with Abanikanda.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
And the Steelers, first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Now back to throw. And he's got it.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Set, go.
Abanikanda.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Israel Abanikanda.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Steelers 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. Let's go.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jamison Williams,
60 yards.
And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes...
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Hey, kill. Hey, Ginger. Back. Here we go.
On the toss, here's Achane.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Red on red. This side's hot. Go, let's go. 11, Agate.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
23. Hey, Soko, same right. Hey, kill.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
70 Lions.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
He'll get that underneath ETN.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete. Time not on their side. They've got one timeout, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. But they need points. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw.
Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Darnell Washington,
An 11-yard touchdown.
and the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Steelers 17.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Steelers 17. Jason Sanders to kick
So now
off
the other
Miami.
return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw here.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he comes back with one complete.
Oh, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37.
Yards on the play. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
From the gun, here's Abanikanda.
And he stopped immediately there.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
It's a loss of a yard.
Now they'll shift things around.
At the 38-yard line.
2nd and 11. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here we go, Sahai.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That
under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Miami, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with. The menu on the left lets you adjust.